Hey guys, and welcome back to the Heroes Global Finals happening right now. Cyber Cafe, Black Sheep 5 securing the slot in the C regionals that's happening in 2 weeks' time. They are the first finalists of today. Let me check if my camera's okay now. Yeah, my camera's okay now, so that's good. Now, Team ABC, though, they are going to drop down to the lowest losers bracket to play against Sabun, and the winner of this game will advance into the grand finals. It is, of course, though, going to be a best of one. So anything can happen, no matter how good you are. All it takes is a couple of mistakes, and it could cost you your tournament life. So it's all to play here between Team ABC and Sabun. So we're going to go into the draft real quick as it started out. It is going to be Battlefield of Eternity yet again. We've seen this map, I think, every single matchup so far. We saw it in the first round, the second round, and this time in the lower bracket as well. We're going to see Team ABC against Sabun. It is going to be Battlefield of Eternity yet again.
Yep,
so this
the
seems to
teams
be
really like this map, it seems.
Yeah, it really seems like they like this map. We haven't seen any of the Towers of Doom. We haven't seen any Black Hearts Bay. I really love to see the Mind map again if we could get it back, Blizz. But yeah. Anyway, apparently there's some Discord issues as well. Yeah, I've been hearing it too. Apparently my mic cuts off once in a while too. Apologies for that. Again, we are here in Malaysia while the studio is over in Singapore. We won't have this issue next week though, as I will be flying down. So looking forward to meeting some of my Singaporean friends as well. But anyway, getting into this game, ABC going up against Team Sabun, all to play for. The bans are done. ETC and Illidan. Again, nothing to say about Illidan, but over on ABC, we see Sylvanas and Rega being banned out. Sylvanas this time joining the pool of bans, which is interesting. I won't say she's an overpowered hero. She's very well used, but what do you think of those bans, Bext?
That is kind of interesting. I guess they really want to prevent Sabun from picking up the Sylvanas. So we might see something interesting from the final two picks from ABC.
But I don't really think Sylvanas is a hard counter to anything, so it's more of maybe just not wanting to deal with the silence, I guess, maybe. I don't know, just the DPS coming out from the Sylvanas, probably. They just don't want to deal with that. But yeah, maybe Team Sabun here, they might finish off their picks with a Stitches, because Stitches is not banned, and we've seen it picked up quite a bit. They don't have a tank just yet, so cross your fingers, it might be the Stitches. They will have the Greymane, Leeming, Tassadar, and Tirande lineup right now. Over on Team ABC, again, it's going to be their staple picks of Muradin, Uther. They're going to have a foul start, and this time a troll as well. Final pick. What do you think will mesh well with this team here? I think they're kind of lacking in DPS, I guess. Yeah.
Kill task, ABC?
Yeah, ABC.
They need yeah, I guess so.
Zagara is still available too.
Yeah, they could use a mage to counter Sabun as well.
Yeah, they could use a mage because they don't have a mage right now. Kill open. They could go for the Zagara as well. I think these two picks will be pretty decent for them. Let's see what they ultimately decide to go with, though. But I think the kill task will definitely mesh well with the team. But it does look, if they go with the kill task, it'll be pretty standard. It's the same kill task, Muradin, Uther, Falstar, Troll picks. We've seen that before. It look like it's going to be a kill task. So yeah, predicted, called it.
So are we gonna see Stitches? That's the question right here.
I'm hoping we see Stitches. They banned out the ETC. Muradin has been picked up. They definitely need a frontline hero. So all that's really left here is Diablo, no, come on. No. I wanted to see some Stitches big plays. But yeah, they are gonna in fact just go with the Johanna instead. So it is gonna be Johanna, Tiranda, Tassadar, Leeming, and Greymane. They're going to go with the dual support, while Team ABC, they're going to go with the dual front line. That seems to be the story of the day. It's always double support versus double tank. And so far, I think double tank has always come out on top. If I'm not mistaken, not always, but they came out on top a little bit more often than double support. And Tassadar and Tiranda, I think they're both secondary supports, which is interesting to see. So they don't really have a hard support here on their team.
Well, two off supports makes one support, right?
I guess.
That's how it works.
I wonder whether Tiranda is going to be DPS instead or healing. Because Tassadar could go DPS build as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they build themselves in this game. Of course, it is again going to be a best of one only, so it's going to be interesting. I think you
So
can join up in the
Sabun
game
should
as well.
have the stronger lineup in terms of taking down the Immortals. So as we
Yeah,
get the game
Sabun
invite.
definitely. Yeah, they definitely have. Wait, who? Sabun has a better time of taking out Immortals. You mean?
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
Tyrande.
definitely with the Tyrande and the Lee Main, they have a lot more DPS for sure. They should have a better time taking down those Immortals. But then again, Team ABC's clash fights, I think, are slightly better. Again, as we saw in the previous game, Johanna is tanky and all, but she doesn't really do much. That's my issue with her. She doesn't really do a lot of damage. She's just frontline and annoying. That's literally it. She sucks people in. She blinds once in a while, but she doesn't really do much in terms of DPS, which is why I don't really like Johanna. I would have preferred to see Stitches. At least Stitches, with those big hooks, you could set something up and you could have easily, won the game just because of, one hook. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they play it out.
Johanna can negate the Thrall, though. You have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that is true. But the previous game, there was a trial on Team... What's his name? Team Black Sheep 5 as well,
Yep.
but he wasn't really able to negate much damage from there. So, it depends, because I think you play Johanna when you want a double bruiser. So you have a Johanna for the front lines along with another bruiser to just bruise them out, like maybe a Diablo or something. I don't think the Tasada was needed. Maybe they could swap the Tasada for a Diablo. I think that would have been better.
You really are in love with Diablo, aren't you?
I like to see the overpowers and the charge.
Yeah.
And the apocalypse, it's fun. But no, I think just personally it would have meshed well. It's not that I like the it's just I think it would have meshed better with their team instead of just a Tasada. I don't really know what the Tasada brings to this table here in this composition. It just gives a lot of shielding, force walls, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
You do bring up a good point. The red team only has one solid sun in the form of the Tyrande until Johanna reaches level 10.
Correct. So, when you're playing against a team like ABC, when they are going to be really aggressive, sure, they have the Uther support. They have the Falstad to roam those lanes. Muradin is one of those well known for jumping in and setting up fights. And Kael'thas to Troll to follow through. You're going to be facing a really aggressive lineup. You kind of want someone in the front lines to prevent them from getting in. So, I don't know. I don't really like the Tasada pickup, but final predictions, I guess. Bex, what do you think of both teams, and who do you think won this draft?
I think ABC's draft is stronger, so I'm gonna give it to them. But Sabun might be able to pull something off if the Tassadar false walls are totally on point.
Yeah, I'm also going to give it to ABC. I think that draft is a little bit more solid. It's a bit more conventional. We've seen this draft all too often, Muradin, Kael'thas, Falstad, Uther, and Troll. Sabun, but we've seen it lose to not unorthodox, but different types of picks as well. Because at the end of the day, it's all going to be all about execution. I just feel that the front line in Johanna does not do enough. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're going to see how it plays out here. I believe the game is about ready to start. We're just waiting for the players to ready up. So I'm just going to do a quick shout out to our sponsors. Razer, our official peripheral sponsor. Do make sure you go and check out some of their gear. As you can see here, I'm using a Razer headset myself and a Razer mouse. XSplit, our official streaming partner. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring this live broadcast to you guys. As well as we have a new feature called the Twitter shout out. So I don't think it's considered new anymore. It's been here for about 2 to 3 weeks now. So make sure you go to Twitter and tweet at us, HGCSEA, okay? HGCSEA, tweet at us, and your tweet could be featured on stream. So that's a cool new feature that we have added in. We're just waiting for the game to start up now. Black Sheep 5 is waiting for their opponents, the winners of this game in the Grand Finals. Let's talk about the Grand Finals a little bit. The format is a bit weird. I won't say weird. It's different from other MOBA. It's going to be a best of 3 first. And what happens if is the winner bracket winners win it 2-0, they just win it all there and then. But if you come from the loser bracket, you have to win the first set of best of 3, and then it will be pushed to a winning deciding best of 1. So essentially, it's kind of like a best of 5 with one game in hand to the winners bracket, sort of, something like that. Not really, but something like that. So it's a bit weird. So now with these two teams in the loser brackets, they're definitely going to have a slightly tougher time getting into it.
Yep, so as the game should be starting right now, are you ready, Eric? It's time for the finals of the losers bracket.
Yep, finals of the losers bracket about to happen now. Team ABC going up against Team Sabun Gaming, which essentially means soap gaming. It is going to be Battlefield of Eternity. On the blue team, I believe we are going to have Team ABC, and on the red side, we're going to have Team Sabun Gaming. The game is loading up right now. This is crunch time. Crunch time for both teams. Clench time. This is crunch time for both teams as they try to secure their slot in the regional finals, which will be happening in 2 weeks' time. So as mentioned, on the blue side, we have Team ABC. We're going to have Elo Kai on the Nikkei Tan on Troll, Lala Land on Muradin, Risen on Falstad, and Tanuki on Uther. Over on the red side, though, we do have Soap Gaming, Sabun Gaming, Exist on Tasada, Deadly Fatman on Tiranda, FZFZ on Johanna, MNGPK on Greymane, and Endao on Liming. The map is going to be Battlefield of Eternity. This is going to be a best of one. Mr. Admin, I believe you haven't switched screens just yet. I still see my face on screen. So, yeah, there you go. So the game is going to start right now. Both teams now making their way towards that middle lane. It is getting pretty dangerous. FZFZ gonna find Lala Land here. He's gonna go 3-2 of them together. Stun though, not gonna connect. A bit of a delayed reaction there from Deadly Fatman. Lala Land coming in, quite a bit of damage taken up for MNGPK, and he's gonna fall. Greymane, really unfortunate there for him, as FZFZ unable to protect him. Lala Land will be able to dwarf toss away. And a nice first blood kill for Team ABC as they pick off one kill early on in this matchup. So Greymane just overextending a little bit too much. She was healed up pretty nicely, but just not enough heals to deal with the amount of burst damage coming out from Team ABC.
Yep, that was a good job by Nikitan, coming in from behind as the Thrall, picking off when they least expect it. As bottom lane, they are converging right here. We might see a clash happening soon.
Yeah, bottom lane, we do see Tanuki joining in the fray of things. Lala Land dropping really low as well, as about half HP. He doesn't want to... Arcane Knob, narrowly missing there. And that would have been quite a bit of damage onto Muradin as well. Now FZFZ just waiting, still continuously waiting. Both teams, nice Arcane Op connecting on 2 as well as the tower. Edo Kai taking a bit of damage there. Top lane, we're going to see Tasada against Troll yet again. This seems to be the story of the day between Troll and Tasada. See if we have a fight against each other. Bottom lane though, MNGPK dropping really low. Org himself away and get out of that sticky situation just as the first Immortals are about to spawn. Here comes Alando from the side, stunned in on Johanna. Wow. Before I could even say whatever happened, the Flame Strike came out, the stuns came out, and he went down. So Johanna falling, 7-second respawn timer. The blue side is going to have a slight advantage, not slight advantage, hit start on the Immortals. But as we mentioned before, the red team, they do slightly better DPS, and just like that, as you can see, the blue side Immortal has already caught up in terms of DPS. They are only 200 damage behind. And now Lala Land though, he wants blood stuns in onto the Greymane. Again, MGPK has to be careful. Here comes Johanna though, good job zoning all 4 heroes out. Tornado gonna connect on 2, but no follow-up by the blue team as they were forced back by that Johanna. And they will be able to back off safely, and they're just gonna be content with going for the Immortal. It does look like it's pretty neck and neck. I'm not too sure who's gonna make it here. It does look like the red team is slightly ahead. FZ is trying to keep them away from doing it, and wow! Wait, who got it? The red team got it. Wow, okay, so they were behind the entire time, and just because FZ went in at the nick of time to stop them out, and the amount of DPS coming out from the red side, they are able to secure their first Immortal. Though not much of a clash happened there, just one hero went down. It's still 2-0 in favor of the blue team in terms of kills. But the red team, they're going to converge on that bottom lane with 4 heroes, pushing down those towers and maybe ultimately getting those forts as well. While the Immortal goes to the top lane, and Tasada will have a buddy at the top lane next.
Yeah, that was really close actually. Only 500 hit points left on the other Immortal, as now Tasada pushing at the top lane with the Immortal, and bottom lane once again try to initiate is the Thrall, but not going to connect.
Yeah, bottom lane though, we see Risen taking quite a bit of damage. FZ again. Nikkei Tan standing his ground. MNGPK, he's gonna have to back off And yeah, so that's going to be all for that clash. They will be able to take down those outer towers. It does look like they want more, but I don't think they're going to be able to get them. MHGPK heading towards that siege camp. FZ is going to join him with the Arcane Orb as well. They should be able to burst this down pretty quickly. And then they're going to harp back and probably heal up a little bit before continuing on with their push. Bottom lane right now, La La Land trying to rush. MMGPK has to be careful. He jumps in the back line. Stun not going to connect just yet, but there you MMGPK taking a bit too much damage. Deadly Fat Man not able to keep him up alive by solo healing. And down he goes. In comes the Arcane Orb, gonna connect him to Nikki and those creeps. A nice pick off there for the blue side as they will be able to pick off yet another kill onto MNGPK. He needs to play a bit more safer now, to be honest. He's been getting picked off a bit too often. FZ now could be in some trouble himself here. He gets the Storm Bolt to the face, but he should be fine being so tanky as he gets back to his bottom.
Yeah, looking at talents, nothing too out of the ordinary right now. Anything for you?
Looking at talented, no, not really. Verdant build for. He does go for the Tornado though instead of Verdant Sphere after picking it up from the first talent. So that's a little bit interesting, going a bit of a hybrid. Teleport build, I believe, for Li Ming. Yeah, I think it's teleport build for Li Ming. It does look like he's building up towards that. So pretty standard from him. Nothing I can see from anywhere else. Kilta's actually going with the Tornado build. Yeah, nothing that stands out too much for me here. As now Immortals are about to spawn at this 5-minute mark. FZ, the red team want to go in for the push. The blue side this time around. They are going to leave that false start at the top lane though, because he is able to just get back to the bottom pretty quickly. The red side, they're just poking away and poking away. FZ gets stunned out by the Q. He gets hit by the Divine Shield as well, and more chain stuns coming off of FZ, but not the right target to go for. MNGPK goes in but gets stunned out himself as well. La La Land trying to dish out quite a bit of damage. He's going to show off his Storm Bolt, which is going to come onto MNGPK, but look at Johanna. He's doing a good job in zoning them out. Here comes the rest of Sabun Wargaming though, and they come in and they take down 2. This is not looking too good for Team ABC as they will be able to lose. I mean, they do lose 2 heroes with the red team now doing work onto the Immortal, and it looks like they should be able to get this as well. So ABC coming from the winners bracket, dropping to the losers bracket now, are slightly behind. About half a level behind right now. Still pretty even actually. My apologies there. Now Exist is going to again go back to the top lane with the Immortal heading towards the bottom.
Yep. Li Ming was doing a lot of work in that fight, especially with the resets proccing non-stop. He's just teleporting left and right, picking off ABC right there. Yep.
Bottom lane though, here comes the Immortal. The rest of the red team is going to converge on. They are looking to take down this outer fort. Tasada has even joined in the fray. The Troll alone at the top lane. This is the clash to take right now. Tornado going to connect onto the Johanna, but he's just a little bit too tanky. Immortal about to lose his shield here, but they should be able to take down this fort pretty easily as well. La La Land dropping pretty low, half HP. Ilokai wants to be careful there. Does not want to get caught in opposition. Living Bomb not going to be able to spread to anyone else as they do position themselves pretty well. Now the Immortal knocking on the outer keep towers. It is going to go down pretty quickly. It does look like they're going to be able to deal with the Immortal though. Gate is just going to fall, of course, and the red team, they should be able to back off safely out of here. They do have their heroic talent, so maybe now is the time for them to actually take this clash. It does look like they want to rotate towards that top lane, and Nikkei Tan knows exactly what they're trying to do, and he hurts back. It was just more of a scare tactic, as now they instead go for the siege camps at the bottom lane.
Yeah, I would have preferred if they tried to converge at the top lane and take out the fort. As you mentioned, they do have the level advantage and the heroics, which Trine did take Starfall as well, so that's even more zoning for the red team.
Yep, Starfall being picked up, Force Wall on that Tasada. Let's take a look at the talents as both teams now reach that level 10. Phoenix going to be picked up, Sundering, Avatar, Mighty Gust, as well as Divine Shield. Nothing at all out of the ordinary from the blue side. I still really want to see Haymaker, and I don't understand why he's not picking it up, but fine, we'll go with the Avatar as well. Over on the red side, taking a look at the pickups, we're going to see Force Wall, Starfall is going to be used as well. Blessed Shield, go for the Throat, as well as Disintegrate. So it's not going to be a teleport built by Li Ming yet again. As you've seen, he likes to play from far away. He doesn't really like to go in top lane though. La La Land taking quite a bit of damage on that Muradin as FZ goes in, trying to suck him in. Arcane Orb, not going to connect. Avatar now going to be popped here. Do they want to turn this around? Mighty Gust coming from the side, pushing them out of position, but Sundering going to be thrown out. Disintegrate going to be used. Divine Shield going to be popped onto that Muradin to keep him alive. And now, though, dropping really low, he's kept alive. And down goes that Troll. Really well played there by Sabun Gaming as they pull themselves back in from that clash after a horrible start with the Mighty Gust. The Sundering was used as well to push them further out of position. But somehow Endao was able to be kept alive, and they will be able to take down that Troll, pushing down that upper fort as well with the next set of Immortals spawning now. They should be able to get this down to that half mark pretty quickly. Blue team though, they want blood. They stun out the FZ trouble. Arcane I'm going to connect yet again as well as he drops down to over half HP, but the healers are there to keep him alive, and with his own sacred shield he should be fine here. The blue team though, they want blood. They can't take it anymore. They really want to defend this. Stun going to connect there. Exist could be in some trouble himself. Going to use the shield on himself here as FZ tried to slow them down. He's taking quite a bit of damage though, and he's going to fall. Disintegrate going to be used as live. Phoenix is going to be thrown out to zone them out a little bit, but Johanna is down and they're all really low on mana as well as HP. They're going to hurf back while the rest of the red team tries to maybe poke and chip away at this Immortal. Hasada though in the backlines has to be careful. He's probably not going to survive this, I don't think. Endao's going to come in. Arcane Orb not going to connect. Sundering from a really nice positioning at the side, but it's just wasted at the end because Exist will be able to get away. Thank goodness it's on a pretty decent short cooldown. And then GPK going to join back into the fray of things, waiting for the Johanna to spawn right back up, and in fact he will be up right now as he comes back into the fight. He goes in, Disintegrate, doing work on La La Land, taking quite a bit of damage. Stun in now onto that Uther. Uther just a bit too far up, and they do get the kill. Nikkei Ta needs to back off now, and they will be able to get this Immortal pretty much uncontested. And look at the Immortal on the red side though. Johanna just bling, balls to the walls, going in, trying to prevent them from doing any damage. She's like, hey, get off my Immortal, I want the shield.
Yep, Sabun executed that really well. They were actually losing at the beginning, but they dragged out the fight, waited for the blue team to run out of health and mana, and then they restarted the fight once again and capitalized on that.
Yep, definitely, as now the Immortal is rotating down right now. With the rest of the team joining up, they are going to be able to take down those gates for sure. Will they be able to get the keep? That is the question. Will they be able to end it right here? That is the second question. La La Lando goes in, Dawn tosses away, Force Wall not going to be able to lock him in. Nikkei Tan just spamming the Chain Lightning, trying to keep them from pushing, but the Immortal just proves to be a little bit too strong. Towers are already fallen here as they try to stop this Immortal's push. It does look like he's going to go in. Keep now under siege, under fire here. Disintegrate going to be used to try and take it down as well. Not too sure if I agree with the Disintegrate used there. FZ just being annoying as he always does on the Johanna. Keep though, dropping really low. Last hit, they are going to leave it behind, and it does look like they are retreating. Looking to maybe turn things around soon. FZ now going in. Force Wall there, just going to block them out. La La Land taking quite a bit of damage. He has to be careful here. Endao going to be able to blink away. Here comes the Ilokai though. Dwarf Toss in. I don't like that. With the Avatar, he goes in. Johanna taking quite a bit of damage. Stun not going to connect. Risen, MNG. Sundering going to be used as well. Mighty Gust, not the best of Mighty Gust, as the rest of his team were actually going for the kill here. Disintegrate going to be used as well as Ilokai and Risen drops there. I don't agree with the Mighty Gust because I think the Sundering was doing work and they were able to zone them out. Nice Force Wall, gonna catch Nikkei Tan way out, and he gets taken down as well. Nice pick off. The keep is still not down just yet, but it does look like they want to try and finish it off. Will they actually push down with it? No, it doesn't look like they will. They will in fact just hurf back and pick up on a few camps. What ran wrong there, Bex?
Yeah, that was actually kind of odd. FZ actually missed his Blessed Shield, but somehow they still managed to turn that fight around. I was actually surprised. I was expecting Falstad to fly in and gust them back because they were in full retreat mode and the blue team was perfectly set up for it. So perhaps not the best communication on their part.
Yeah, definitely. The Sundering did work. It caught onto tree, and it did look like they were about to take down MNGPK when the Gust was used to save his own life, but that pushed the whole team back. And it just basically broke the flow of the blue side, and they weren't able to capitalize and continue on to finish them off. The red team, though, in turn turned around, forced Wall to troll in, and they were able to pick off a nice kill for themselves. So just, yeah, lack of communication, I guess, as the next Immortal is about to spawn. Yet again, 13 minutes into this game, both teams not looking to make any huge mistakes. Red team are a level advantage right now. They are not a talented ahead just yet. FZ coming in, gonna connect onto those two heroes. Tasada though, he could be in some trouble. He has to back off here. Nikitan wants him. Force Wall gonna be used to try to keep himself alive, and he should be able to get behind his own walls to keep himself alive. They will in fact, however, be able to take down the Immortal down to that 50% mark yet again. And now FZ, he wants the blood. He's going in, he sniffs it out. Deadly Fat Man in the back line as well, has to be careful. Here comes FZ though. He's gonna take quite a bit of damage. Force Wall gonna be used as well. Disintegrate not really connecting on anyone there. As now in the back lines, Greymay, MMGBK, he's gonna run into keeping him alive. Again, the Mighty Gus. What in the world is that Mighty Gus there? As La La Land now going in. Force Wall going to be used as well. Li Ming finally going to fall. MNG PK running as fast as he can, but he gets away. He's going to be able to cook himself away. La La Land now dropping really low. They want to turn this thing around. They just might be able to, but Divine Shield going to be shot out on Falstad just in the nick of time, and La La Land will be able to get away as well. But Bex, man, that Mighty Gus, he's using it to keep himself alive, but I really disagree with his placements on those Mighty Gus so far.
Yeah, definitely questionable as Tassadar is getting low right here. Greyman as well, he needs to get out of there, does manage to leap away. And yeah, I think the blue team is kind of starting to break apart with fatigue setting in right there.
Yeah, maybe, but it does look like they're coming back into this. They have just caught up. They just took down the Tyrande yet again as well, as the red team is trying to force the Immortal pickoff a bit too much. Exists, you have to be careful here. MNGPK as well. Not sure what they are doing themselves this time around, as MNGPK probably going to fall here. More than going to go in. Final hit as well. They're trying to force the takedown of this Immortal too much. So both teams, really questionable plays from both teams here. It's now Tasada himself with the shield. That's not going to save him. Oh, Endao, you're in a bad situation. Finally, a nice Mighty Gus going to be used as Endao now going to be caught in a sticky situation. Stun going to be shown up, and one by one, this red team is falling apart. Just as we said that they were doing such a good job. They threw it all away. Going in one by one, trying to force this Immortal a little bit too much. And wow, man, those questionable. I think fatigue is just starting to set in for both teams right now.
Yep, as the red team is trying to get the Immortal, but Tyrande in the wrong position at the wrong time. Deadly Fat Man. More like Deadly Dead Man, right?
Deadly Dead Man is going to them yet again. Unfortunate for the Fat Man right there. FZ still trying to finish off this Immortal. MNGPK going in again, not too sure what they're trying to do here. This is not the right decision, guys. MNGPK trying to make a break for it right now, but FZ is taking so much damage, and MNGPK is in no man's land. Tanuki is waiting for him. They need to stop this right now. They're trying to go for the Immortal a little bit too much. Give it up already, guys. Or at least go as a team. Here comes FZ yet again. Finally, they're gonna know they're not even gonna be able to finish it off. In fact, they are going to lose it out to the blue team. Divine Shield going to be popped up on Uther, but he's probably going to get taken down by the Disintegrate. But the rest of the red team, they're really low here. Phoenix is going to be used as well to zone them out. Force Wall in place. FZ though, not going to be so lucky. He's probably going to get taken down. Shield's not going to save him for now. Disintegrate going to be popped up yet again. But the damage has already been done. Johanna falls yet again. Immortal is up and pushing. That just means the outer forts is up. But the red team, they were just trying to force that for too long.
Yeah, they were just trying to buy time, because if you look at the top lane, it's still getting pressured, so they will have time to recuperate from this, as you can see right here. Only Muradin on the front line. Killtaf is coming in as well, but by the time they reach, the Immortal's already going to go down.
Yeah, definitely. As the top lane, Immortal going to be able to take down the top fort, but that's it. It's not really objective secured. So that's what I meant by they should have just given it away. They were just trying to force it a little bit too much. Maybe they were thinking about trying to get the Immortal and then just ending it right there and then. But they were just going in one by one, giving them off free kills, and it just wasn't the right thing to do. They should have given it off, because what did that Immortal achieve? He took down one outer fort tower. That's it. And they were able to do them so swiftly. But now they've thrown the entire lead away. From being one level ahead, now they are one level behind. So bottom lane though, the red team, they are going to start converging onto it. La La Land, he spots this out and he's going to back off here. They're still level on talent here, so the blue side is just slightly, barely ahead of in EXP. Red side coming in from the side. Trying to maybe set something up here. Nikkei Tan. They do not want to give this siege cam away for sure. The rest of them, Tanuki coming in from the side as well. Disintegrate going to be used. Nice Thundering there. Going to be placed down. Force Wall going to be placed, but the blue side will be able to get the camp there. Ooh, MNGPK. This could be the bad clash for red side. This could be a real disaster. They will be able to get out of there for now with their lives, but MNGPK is already down. That Greymin is already down. Endao, he's trying to run for his life. Nice Force Wall there to stop the chase by Troll. Where is that Johanna? Johanna at the bottom. He's going to be able to hurl back to safety. Nothing that the blue side can do about it, but they're just, again, the red team, they're just playing a bit too aggressively here.
Yeah, Tassadar made some questionable plays right there. He threw down the wall and tried to walk him himself. So he was essentially blocking himself. So I was kind of scratching my head at that play, but it didn't turn out too badly for them.
Yep. Next set of Immortals, they are going to spawn though. And now the red team, they're going to be in full defense mode because they know they can't take it up against this team right now. They are still down that Greymin. They're trying to do as much DPS as they can, but FZ, man, is taking quite a bit of damage. Tiranda, Starfall not up just yet. Unable to pop it just yet to try and zone them out a little bit. But Phoenix and all the ultis are ready on the blue team aside from the Sundering. They definitely have to be careful. Nikitan comes in, gonna use the Chain Lightning to dismount all of them. They're just trying to push in a little bit and, maybe set something up. La La Land still waiting in the brush. He's gonna come in from the side though. Thunderclap gonna be used. Here comes the clash. Stun in. Ooh, nice pull in. Phoenix is gonna be used as well. La La Land zoning in. Size Endao taking quite a bit of damage as Fausta chases after him. Ilokai in the background. MNGPK going a bit too deep there with no support. He gets taken down. It's already 4v5. The rest of the team is joining in and converging on, but Fausta has already fallen, so it's a 4v4 right now. La La Land could be in some trouble here. Starfall finally going to be used. Tanuki dropping low as well as Johanna trying to take him down. Endao goes in. Magic Missile's not going to miss. Hit Arcane Arm not going to connect as well as Endao will not be able to finish off Tanuki, but FZ still wants him. He sees the troll though as he's trying to protect him. La La Land could be in some trouble himself. Stun gonna connect and Muradin is gonna fall. Down goes the Uta as well. And this is a disaster for the blue side as the red team is just gonna continue pushing on the creep wave at the top lane, and they are now in fact gonna go for their Immortal, and they should be able to get it pretty easily with just Troll and Kiltas left in the play of things. Here comes FZ from the side. He's gonna stop them up, but look at the damage. Wow. And Johanna has to back off here. He doesn't really have a support near him. He does have the Tirande there, but they are currently focusing down on the Immortal. I think it's still okay for the blue team. It doesn't look like they are going to lose much from this. 20 seconds left on the respawn timer for them. They should be able to get back in time just before they get the Immortal, the red team, I think. It's really going to depend on how the blue side is able to defend this.
Yep, and of course the blue team does have the level 20 talent, so that is going to play a huge role in the next clash. They still have 2 heroes down, so the red team needs to make work of this really quickly, but unfortunately they're kind of split up right now.
Yep, the red side though, they do have the Immortal higher DPS right now, with only now Muradin and Uta coming back. FZ gonna be annoying yet again, but it does look like the red team will be able to get that Immortal pretty easily. And yep, it's about a 40% shield for them as well. This is where the push is going to be important. Everyone is converging onto that bottom lane. The keep is still standing, but not for long for sure. Immortal is definitely going to be able to take down that keep, but will the red team be able to end this right here, right now? That is the question. This, of course, is a best of one. So nerves are going to start boiling up in these teams here because both sides, they do not want to lose this. They want to go and push themselves and secure their slot in the C regionals. Nikitan coming in from the side here. Tasada doesn't want to make a mistake. Chain Lightning going to be eaten straight to the face here. Nikitan in the background has to be careful as well. He doesn't want to overextend a little bit too much, and he just might have Disintegrate going to be used, but they're trying to force him away. Force Wall going to be used as well. Exist. He's going to be able to blink away though, that Nikitan. So he's just trying to waste their time. But Immortal though, again, objective secure. He is going to be able to pick off on the bottom keep. Phoenix is going to be used, not really well placed there, I say. La La Land though, taking quite a bit of damage. Reason trying to run here. Tower going to drop finally. Immortal now going to start doing work onto that core, but it's not going to be taken. I mean, it's not going to do much damage. In fact, I think it should just break down the shield a little bit, and that's going to be it. So the red side, they will have both keeps down, and now they have to go in full retreat mode. The blue side, they do want blood though. They are looking to try and set something up here, but the red side, they know exactly what they sniff it out, and they will be able to hurf back and get back to safety. So both keeps down. What that means is the lanes are going to be constantly pushed out. The next Immortal, that's going to be dangerous there for them.
Yep, that was a very well executed defense by the blue team. The red team does get the bottom siege mercs as clash might be happening right here.
Yeah, clash happening right now as the nice force way, I think that's going to be it. They didn't want to overcommit. Neither side wanted to overcommit here for that clash. And surprisingly, the blue side, they're still a hit on EXP, considering they haven't taken down any keeps here. So they're definitely doing a good job in terms of that. But the red side, they definitely will apply huge amount of pressure here. They just don't want to make the same mistake that they did at the previous Immortal, where they just kept going in one by one. That was just a really, really bad mistake on their part. But right now, it does look like they should be fine.
Yeah, both teams playing extremely cautiously because we're now at the 24-minute mark. What that means is one mistake, one team wipe, and you will lose.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tassa are playing really ballsy, going far ahead. And as you mentioned, 24-minute mark, this is for HOTS right now. Generally, games end between 15 to 20 minutes. So we're in 24-minute mark. We're in the really late game mark, and both teams are playing it really safe. The reason why, it is a best of one. Winner will secure their slot in the C regionals and guarantee themselves 6,000 ringgit. It's not a lot in USD, of course, but it's a lot for us Malaysian gamers here. Now we see Johanna going in, FZFZ trying to stop the push here, but it might be a bad idea. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Starfall going to be used as well. The heals coming up for them, and they're trying to stop this siege camp taking, but they won't be able to do so for long. Not too sure what that was achieving. But yeah, now FZFZ, ooh, to harf back safely, but he will be able to harf back and he should be fine. The red side, they have started on the Immortal. It does look like they will be able to get it down to the halfway mark pretty early due to the fact that the blue team needs to deal with these creep waves being pushed out. And this is the problem when you lose your keeps so early, is because the red, you just constantly have your waves pushed out and you always have the threat of losing your core. So this is going to be a tough situation for them. The red team, though, they do have the blue Immortal in their favor. They could easily just go for it right now. FZFZ, though, trying to rotate around and follow them around. They do spot the MNG PK. Ooh, Tiranda could be in some trouble. Lala, and they're taking quite a bit of damage. Elo standing a little bit too much there as he gets taken down. A nice clean kill for them. Mighty Gus this time going to be used well effectively to disengage. So that was a better Mighty Gus, but they will lose Kiltas for 50 seconds, and they should lose this Immortal pretty quickly as well. And I think this is GG here, Bex. I think.
Yep, so this is where the game is going to be decided. They need to mount an incredible defense to stop the red team as well as the Immortal. I don't agree with this. They're trying to delay or deny it, but they should just mount their defense at base.
Yeah, they should definitely just mount the defense at base right now, or at least try to chip away at Immortal a bit, because it's going to be a full shield Immortal, Vex. 50,950 HP left on the red guy. He has a full shield Immortal pushing down, and La La Land's going to get caught here yet again. Root not going to connect onto him. I think this is GG. You can't stop a full shield Immortal 26 minutes into this game with a full team on their back. I really don't see any way for them to actually come back into this. Just by that Immortal alone, it's pretty much GG here. So bottom lane though, they do look like they want to try and set a gank up and maybe take the team fight before the red team has a chance to push in. Foul start flies to the back. Mighty Gus only going to connect on one. Really well placed there as Deadly Fatman dropping really low. Kiltas gets dropped yet again. Nick Gaitan probably going to fall here as well. Ooh, Sabun Gaming didn't lose the Liming in the background, but Deadly Fatman is still in the fray of things. Kiltas and Troll dropping. Immortal, he's banging away. It's GG. There's no way they're going to defend this. No way. Immortal with a full shield are going to push down the top lane, and unfortunately for them, it is going to be GG, and Sabun Gaming will secure their slot in the finals, as well as securing themselves 6,000 ringgit. Unfortunate for Team ABC, they came such a long way. They played so well. In the first round, they beat out Team High Noon, went on to lose 2-0 to Team Black Sheep 5, ultimately dropped down, and eventually in quick succession lost out to Team Sabun Gaming as well. So really unfortunate for them, but they will be out of the competition. But we do have our two finalists. Again, we're gonna have Team Black Sheep 5 going up against Team Sabun Gaming. So it's a rematch of the first round.
Yep, so Sabun is gonna go into this matchup with something to prove. You guys knocked us down to the losers bracket. We're coming back here to get our revenge.
Yep, it's going to be interesting finals. I believe we are going to go for a short break, guys. I think they're going to give a short break to Sabun Warriors as well, to give them some time to rest up, maybe like a 2-minute break, just to get themselves rested. And then we're going to get the next draft ready for you guys. So we're going to go a short break. If you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the Malaysian finals. We have our 2 finalists, guys. We have our 2 representatives of Malaysia, which will be Team Sabun Gaming as well as Team Black Sheep 5. They'll be fighting out in the finals for not only seeding, but as well as for prize money. The difference of 3,000 grand, 3 grand basically, 3,000 bucks in difference of first and second place. So make sure you guys stay tuned because we will be right back. Clone onto the MNGPK yet again, but that's going to be all. MNGPK dropping low as well. Phoenix barely missing out of him, dropping down to the last hit, but it is going to be disaster for them as they probably are going to lose Endao as well. Shield going to be popped up on him, but they are chasing him down. They need to take him off, and down he goes. 3